NBA draft went down last night, and outside of the law firm of Edwards, Wiseman, and Ball, there were a handful of items to discuss. One of them outside of the draft room. I cannot believe that the Warriors went through what they went through last year and had everything set up. Have it all set up. Like, okay, either they're going to add Jason Wiseman to this mix that is going to come back from injury, and that also includes Wiggins. And either they're going to do this or they're going to flip Wiseman to somebody else, most notably Milwaukee, right? Like, that's been the plan that we've been talking about for quite some time.
Right.
And the day of the draft, the day in which they are going to take, most likely, as we knew going into last night's draft, James Wiseman was going to come and join this team. Klay Thompson hurts himself significantly right here.
Ugh.
Okay? And right here in Los Angeles, downtown, in some hoops dojo in downtown, he's playing with a bunch of, apparently, colleagues in the NBA, a pickup game, and he needs help coming off the floor. He needs help coming off the floor. All we hear, and it's kind of weird in a world where everybody's locked in. There's Woj bombs, there's Shams bombs, there's everybody's, like last night, as the clock's ticking down to a draft choice, you could basically see Woj and Shams like they were on top of each other one way or another on my Twitter feed. They had it.
Yeah.
And Shams was just like saying, Charlotte's choosing LaMelo Ball, and Woj had to use either a targeting or
focused on yeah.
His usual synonyms for selecting. He was using as his thesaurus, his word shield from being accused of tipping picks. At any rate,
big word alert.
So it was amazing how we just couldn't get a straight answer. Like, now I know that there's an MRI coming today, but I texted you guys last night, right, that when you're talking about lower leg injury, that means we're not talking about a knee. So it's either an ankle or a foot or a shin, right?
Yep.
Then I felt like playing Operation last night. So then you hear he needs help off the floor. Then you hear it's something that Mark Spears was saying, somebody close to the situation said, quote unquote, not good.
Yeah.
Now, the old Liz Frank break in the foot, that's significant. What else is there other than Achilles? And I think later on that night, word starts filtering out. That's what it may be.
It stinks.
And towards the end of the night, Woj said that there's still some optimism that it might not cost him the entire year. But we're waiting here. I mean, what a significant injury that would be. As the Warriors are getting ready to put Steph and Draymond and Klay, the big three from back in the day, pre-Durant, run that back. I'm the prayers up, right?
Big time.
That emoji right here.
Yeah, big time.
That we'll find out later today that it's not as significant as an Achilles injury. That would basically be a wrap. Where, we are, as we're sitting here, 5 weeks from tip of the season.
And he's not just one of
changing.
the best players in the league, one of the greatest shooters of all time, one of the best dudes. Like, you don't know a single player or fan that doesn't like Klay Thompson, and now he's going to conceivably miss 2 whole years of basketball in his prime. It's just devastating.
Well, the whole idea is like you've got Andrew Wiggins there, and if they wanted to, Wiggins, Klay, Steph, Draymond, Jason Wiseman.
Oh, baby.
That's tough.
James Wiseman. I keep saying Jason, I don't know why. James Wiseman.
Let's go.
There we go.
Let's go.
Right, and then everyone else that they have there. This kid Wiseman, 7'1".
That dude can play.
He can. And it'll be fascinating to see unless they flip him somewhere. Now, that's one of the things I want to ask.
Bradley Beal or somebody?
Obviously, it would be Giannis. I don't know.
Well, I just meant somebody to fill Klay's spot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, if Klay's gone for the year, you flip this kid for another shooting guard. And
I don't know, or you just basically say, this is our plan, and we're going to
what you got.
Just go with what we got.
Yeah.